I'm sorry, bro. Like, Kevin Samuels is my trigger button. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, right? Umar Johnson was on a podcast, and basically he was asked about how he felt about Kevin Samuels or whatever. And you know, the clip kind of has been going viral. So we're gonna get into it, because if you've seen one of my earlier videos, you'll know that hotep dudes are some of the people that I dislike the most. And when you get into it and when you watch this video, you will understand why. So we'll literally break this down, and we're gonna expose why this dude is really, you know what? Let's just get to it.
I didn't support it at all.
Those people did.
I thought it was divisive. I thought it was very Eurocentric in his approach to criticism.
What does that even mean? What does being Eurocentric in your approach to criticism even mean? You trying to say that he criticized people like how white people do? What? That's one thing. Then, see, because this dude, he's saying a lot. So you're telling me that Kevin Samuels invented the gender war? You're telling me that Kevin Samuels created the gender war? You're telling me that Kevin Samuels was the spark that lit this big massive conflict between men and women? Okay.
I think his expectations for women were very superficial in terms of what was important.
Okay, let's get into it.
There was a heavy focus on how much you make and how good you look.
First of all, you're lying. Umar Johnson, you're telling a bold-faced lie. First of all, Kevin Samuels never, ever made emphasis on how much money women make. He's notorious. He's notorious for saying that how much a woman makes doesn't mean anything. That's what makes me so mad about like you critics and like all y'all people that hated this man. Y'all didn't even watch his content, so you don't know you don't even know what he stood for. Tell me this, Umar, how many live streams of Kevin Samuels have you sat through? How many of you has his full streams? How many full streams have you sat through, Umar? If you're gonna criticize the man, at least know what he said. That's what kills me about y'all disingenuous people. Like, I don't get it. Why do you feel the need to sit there and lie on this man? He's not even here anymore. I'm sick of this, man. Why are you lying on this man? It was never about how much money women make. Quit speaking on that man if you didn't take the time to sit down and watch that man's content. Then stop speaking on that man. It's content.
No woman is going to look good forever. No. They're going to get pregnant.
You think?
They're going to get older. To me.
And that's exactly why he was encouraging women to stop with the games and get with men while they still are attractive. You would know that if you watched this show. It was never about, oh, you're just gonna be beautiful forever, or oh, you have to be beautiful forever. If you watched his show, you would know that the whole purpose was for you to find a partner, was for you to find a man before you hit the wall, and therefore you won't be able to find what you're looking for. And he was talking to the women who passed that point to become more realistic and grounded. You would know that if you watched his content, though.
telling women that you are too fat or too small or too broke. And that
So first of all, he only ever told women that they didn't fit the mold of a specific type. The top 10% of men, the top 1% of men that these women are looking for. I watched his show regularly. The women that went on there, they wanted a man making 6 figures. Look at the statistics on men that make 6 figures. Look at the statistics on men that are over 6 foot. Man, they got horse dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Why is that such a problem? Why is telling average women that they need to get with average dudes such a problem? I think I know, but we gonna get into it though. We gonna get into it because I'm on it. I want to smoke.
that's the reason why you don't have.
And before I forget, second, he never told women about being broke. He was talking to men. That's what all y'all that love to criticize Kevin Samuels never will speak up about how he held men. He held them to the fire. He held men. He'd sit there and take you by your collar. Y'all think what he did to women was bad? Go watch that video where he went off on that fat dude. That's the problem. Y'all are disingenuous. You're disingenuous. And it makes me mad. He's not here anymore.
Have a man that is psychopathological and it is destructive to our community. I did not agree with his approach.
You know what? And you know what's really psychological? Do you know what's really bad for the community? It's black men lying to black women, filling their head with dreams, souping their head up, keeping them in La La Land, keeping them in Wakanda, just so that you can profit off of them. Just so that you can profit off of them. That's what's bad for the community, Umar. That's what's bad for the community. I don't respect it. All you Derrick Jacksons, you Umar Johnsons, I don't respect it because you're the problem. You keep filling these women's head with delusions, and the dudes too. You souping their head up with delusions and you're not getting any results. Before you speak on Kevin Samuels, how many people got videos about Umar Johnson getting them married? Where's your wives, Umar? Where's your wife, Umar? Your legal wife. Y'all love to speak on that man who ain't even here no more. And he took it on the chin while he was here. But y'all love to speak on that man. But you can't argue with the results. How many people have you affected? How many people's circumstances have you changed? Stop! Stop speaking on that man. This is insane. Stop speaking on that man. You ain't done what he's done. You haven't done what he's done. In that 5-6 years that Kevin Samuels was on YouTube, he's done more. He's done more than churches. He's done more than any of them. That's the problem. And you know what? If we're gonna be for real, if we're gonna keep it a buck, the reason why people like Umar Johnson and the reason why pastors and people like that, the reason why y'all hate people like Kevin Samuels is because he's taking away y'all cash flow. That's for real. Let's just be honest. He's taking away y'all cash flow. Because y'all want women single and miserable. Y'all want them single and miserable so that they can be in church. So that they can be in therapy. So that they can be so that they can come to your conventions and watch your channels and stuff. Y'all don't really care about these women. Women, listen. If there's any women that are listening to this video, these dudes that sit there and pretend and lie to you and soup your head up, they don't care about you. Love hurts. The truth. Love is truth. Truth hurts. They don't care about you. The truth hurts. Love is when you will tell somebody the truth. When you will tell them the truth, even though you know it's gonna hurt them. How many people's lives have you turned around? What will your legacy be? Always want to speak on somebody else because you don't agree with what they do. You got a problem with interracial marriage. I hate niggas like this. You'll rather dudes be miserable trying to meet a standard that they don't have. You'll rather dudes be miserable trying to meet a standard that they don't have to put up with. So you don't look at them funny. Niggas are the worst, man.
Approach at all, and the fact that he did have a lot of people who did speaks to how decadent and speaks to how self-hating we can be as a people. And
So you're telling me that anytime somebody speaks up and says what other people are thinking, because we gonna circle back to that Eurocentric comment. First of all, this is that victim Olympic stuff. Because if you know anything, Umar, we live in a Eurocentric society. Kevin Samuels was trying to help people win in America, not Wakanda. That don't make you self-hating because you have standards. Every black person that doesn't like niggas is not self-hating.
Be honest with you, I think a lot of the women who supported Kevin Samuels supported him because they don't like other black women and they enjoyed sitting back on.
And this is what I mean when I say I hate these kind of people the most. Because do you understand what he just said? He's shaming them for listening to someone that was helping them get the results they want. Why? Because if they get the results that they want, they're not gonna have time to listen to his foolishness. Up. Because if women were getting the results that they want, they wouldn't have time to listen to his foolishness. And that's a fact.
On their couch, sipping their tea, and watch this black man tear black women's self-esteems to shreds.
So first of all, let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of women are catty anyway. So a lot of women just don't like other women. If we being for real, they strong with that sister code, but if we just keeping it a buck, women is not just sitting around. Man, that don't even make sense. You think women are just sitting around watching Kevin Samuels so that they can look at women get gone off on? Do y'all hear this nigga? So traditional women hate other women. They probably disdain them. I can't speak for them, but you know, let's just be for real, man. These niggas live in la la land, bro. It's exhausting. And second of all, Kevin Samuels did not tear down those women's self-esteem. They called in that man's show to ask him questions, and he gave them answers. Let's just keep it a buck. I don't think everybody agreed with everything Kevin Samuels said, but for the most part, like when I say the most part, I mean like 90% of the time, and 95% of the time, Kevin Samuels was pretty much on point. Y'all are full of it, man. He didn't tear down those women's self-esteem. If anything, the women that called in had bad self-esteem. Maybe if their self-esteem was better, some of them had too high self-esteem. And that's the problem. That's the problem with these dudes like Umar, these white knights and these Captain Saberhoes who always want to shame men for telling women the truth. Why you got all these other dudes that sit up and lie to you just so that they'll sit up and lie to you just so that they can bust you down. Let's just keep it real. But the minute that you talk to a woman, you hold women accountable, or you say the truth, or you say what you see, or you call out bad behavior, you hate women. I'm so tired of y'all, man. I'm tired of y'all, man. I do not like them. I do not like them. And when I say them, I mean those pro-black victim Olympics, woe is me, but just everything is about the white man. Ooh, like dudes like Umar Johnson, they are the worst kind of dudes for society. Let's just keep it a buck. Umar Johnson is more divisive than Kevin Samuels was. Why is your divisiveness more appropriate than Kevin Samuels? You shame men for marrying women outside of their race. When men have a hard time dating women inside of their race. That's not divisive? You say you can't respect a black man if he's with a white woman. That's not divisive? Hypocrite. Hypocrite, man. I'm tired of you niggas. Real talk. Real talk. And you know, like, a lot of these other people, you can sit there and talk to these sheep all you want. You talk to these sheep all you want, Umar. But it's niggas that see you, bruh. We see what you doing, and we see what niggas like you is on, man. And I'm telling you, you foul. You are a foul dude. You are a foul dude to sit up. And it's not so much you speaking on Kevin Samuels, but to sit there and lie on a dead man. You can't even, before you get on a podcast and talk about him, you can't even do your due diligence to actually look up or pay attention to what he says. That's how women think. They sit there and watch something you say, and they'll interpret it. Let's just be real. A lot of these hotep dudes, that's what they do. They mentalities are like women. Everything is about the feeling. Ooh, I feel this. I'm sick of y'all, man. Umar, you are a dirty dude, man. I'm just saying, man. You are a grimy dude. You are a grimy dude. I don't know how people can respect you. I don't know how people can respect you. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. It's above me. I'm sorry, bro. Like, Kevin Samuels is my trigger buddy. But yeah, on that note, I'm JayyRedd Unfiltered, and I'm signing out.